when a police officer shoots. News 3 Investigates has found any changes to the way investigations are done will have to go through the Capitol. Now, last night, city leaders in Knoxville, Tennessee, told you how their citizen review panel has built trust after controversial police shootings. Tonight, how an effort just starting at our Capitol would take an involved officer's department off the case. Here's Theo Keith with part 2 of his investigation.
Shots fired. Suspect down.
It's been 3.5 months since Officer Stephen Heimsness shot and killed Paul Heenan on Madison's Near East Side. 6 weeks since police cleared their officer.
We haven't had time to grieve.
For Amelia and Nathan Royko-Mauer, the effort to reopen their friend's case hasn't stopped since, although it hasn't paid off yet.
I think that's the work that we feel like we're doing now, is we're pushing, the stone up the hill. But once you get it over the top, then it can gain the momentum rolling down the other side.
They want the Heenan case and all police shootings to be subject to an independent review, but that isn't possible without changes to state law. At the Capitol, Representative Gary Buys has a lot of paperwork to look through. The Door County Republican says he wants to introduce a bill this fall to no longer have police departments investigate their own officers' actions.
I think a perception thing comes in there, especially when you have one agency investigating themselves.
Buys wore the badge for 30 years, retiring in 2000 as chief deputy in Door County. So we asked him, can police investigate themselves?
From the people that I worked with and I knew, yeah. But I can't speak for everybody. In larger departments, you acquire larger issues and problems.
One of the models under review is already at work in neighboring Iowa. There, a state investigator is the lead agent during a local shooting investigation.
So we do the interviews of the officers, of the witnesses, work with our laboratory to collect the evidence and make sure it's submitted properly, and then we compile the investigative report.
Local departments don't have to request the state's help, but in Iowa's largest city, Des Moines, a Division of Criminal Investigation agent gets called to the scene after an officer-involved shooting.
The desire by many of the law enforcement agencies we work with is to have an independent agency not involved within the police department to come in and conduct the police shooting investigation and provide those results to the county attorney's office.
The events of November 9th, 2012, when Paul Heenan was killed, is one of the most tragic in the history of the city.
At a news conference Tuesday, Madison Mayor Paul Soglin says he's receptive to an outside agency conducting Madison's investigations. Although when News 3 asked whether he was open to change or an advocate for change, he said only that he was open to it. He says he wants to learn more about different models of independent review.
I want to see the specifics. And keep in mind, this is a matter of statewide concern, and anything that happens will in fact affect the entire state.
Soglin declined further comment until Madison police finished 3 separate investigations into allegations against Officer Heimsness, although the police chief has said they aren't related to the Heenan case, which the Royko-Mauers still question.
If there wasn't a problem, there'd be no reason to change the state statutes. So they know that, the mayor knows that, we know that, so we're not going to stop.
Again, all of the independent reviews in other cities and states would take a change in the law to happen here. Wisconsin requires a police and fire commission. As we told you last night, it allows an aggrieved person to bring a complaint, holds hearings, and can fire an officer, but it's not used often. In fact, the commission didn't hear a single full case in 2012.
Well, Paul Heenan's friends, will they bring a case here?
They say that they haven't, but that they will, even though they say it's not a friendly process to do so. They say they've been advised to hire a lawyer, which they say will be costly, Eric.
All right, Theo Keith reporting tonight. Theo, thank you once again.